Welcome back to the channel, folks. My name's Shane. I'm coming to you from League City here in Texas. We're on our way from Houston all the way down to Galveston to check out the coastline here of Texas. It should be a whole lot of fun. But this trip's been a mix of just really great travel and road tripping, mixed with actually shooting some shows for my other YouTube channel, which is a guitar-centric channel. So we've visited a whole bunch of shops here and done some walkthroughs and interviews and all that kind of stuff. And it's been an awesome time. I gotta tell you, man, the weather here in Texas is right up my alley. Every day it's the same temperature. It's like 31 degrees Celsius out here today. It's just beautiful. So it's been an awesome trip. Rhiannon's been helping me behind the camera as well as doing a bunch of other stuff, but we've been really enjoying our time. We're about halfway through the trip as of shooting this, and we've covered a lot of ground from Dallas to Houston, and then later today down to Galveston. It's been fantastic. So I'm going to talk about some of the stuff I've brought with me because I felt like the results on this particular trip are arguably the best I've had straight out of camera with no sort of post-processing or post-production or anything. It just worked, which was great. There's a lot of bugs around here today. Ones I haven't seen that look a little spooky. So if you see me swatting, let me know if you can tell what they are, because they look like spiders with wings. So we're going to try our best here to cover everything you need to know. Now, I took two cameras with me, the first of which is the Lumix S5 Mark IIX. Knowing that it would be as excruciatingly hot as it is, I thought this would be a no-brainer to bring this camera. Initially, I planned on bringing two Lumix S9s, and I thought, man, it's so light and compact bringing two of those cameras with me, but I wanted something that could withstand the elements. So the S5 Mark IIX has done a great job. It was the primary camera in some scenarios and the secondary camera in others. The second camera was the S9. That's right, I brought the blue one with me. Let me grab it. Here's the Lumix S9 that I took with me. This has been my everyday carry, which means I've just been taking this everywhere I go, essentially, this and a little GoPro. And it's been awesome. The stabilization in here is fantastic, and I get the same great image quality out of this that I do with the S5 Mark IIX. And the slow motion modes on here actually have better autofocus. So this has been a great choice for, you know, doing B-roll stuff when I need to, but also just using it as my A-roll camera based on the stabilization. It's nice and light, and I pair it with either lens that I've got, I'm getting great results. So yeah, depending on the scenario, I'm using the S9 or the S5 Mark IIX, but they both look identical. I think the best thing about having both of these cameras, I can pick the right tool for the job. So the S5 Mark IIX is for longer form recording or anytime I did interviews, and this was all for the run and gun stuff, and it worked an absolute treat. Let's talk about the three lenses I took with me for this particular trip. So I have the 20 to 60mm kit lens on my S5 Mark IIX right now, and this is my everyday carry lens for the Lumix S9. It just works beautifully. You get a great focal range, you pair it with hybrid zoom, it can punch in beautifully. Even inside in the shops where the lighting's less than ideal, I was able to get really great results with it. The second lens I brought with me was this. This is the 35mm f1.8 prime lens, and this is part of the S series. And this has been great for B-roll footage. So anytime I need to shoot 4K 60 and it crops in to an APS-C crop, I've now got myself basically a 50mm prime, which is my preferred focal length for doing any sort of 4K 60 stuff. And if I need a 35mm, I've got it. So it's a fantastic sort of versatile lens for the Lumix cameras, no questions about it. The third and final lens is the 18mm f1.8 prime lens, and this has been the vlogging setup lens for the Lumix S9. And this allows me to get a nice lightweight combo where I can vlog with the E-stabilization on and just get beautiful stabilization, and it lets in lots of light, so I still get nice subject separation and background blur without it being too blurry. And it's a really great choice, especially when I'm inside and I want to show the scope of something epic, like some of the shops we've been into where it just has guitars from wall to wall. So this has been the perfect choice for those sort of follow shots or any sort of vlogging scenarios. One of the things that's really important for me personally is being efficient when you're shooting, and also being efficient when it comes to editing. I don't like shooting in Vlog unless I absolutely have to. I'm using my natural plus picture profile for everything that we're doing here, unless I just want to shoot some black and white photos, for example. And it's given me the best straight out of camera results I could have asked for, especially when it's this bright. Now I'm shooting in the same mode on the S5 Mark IIX right now. I don't have to do anything to this in post-production. I get nice blue skies and the image isn't clipped in any way. It just looks really great. And And one of the reasons I've been able to do that is I'm using a Hater ND filter. I'll link my one down below. It's just a dirt cheap Hater one and it works beautifully. I've been using it for a long time. I don't have any problems with it, you know, with vignetting or anything like that, or at least nothing that really bothers me. You know, there's a lot of nerds out there who nitpick everything, but I love the kind of image quality I can get in a really efficient way using this particular setup. So everything that you've seen outside, whether I'm shooting with the kit lens or the primes or whatever, I was using this particular filter right here. The audio setup was nice and simple. I took one pack with me and one pack only. It's been so reliable and it's by far the best wireless pack I've had. And this is the Saramonic Ultra. I'm using it right now. The reason this is so valuable is I can set up a safety track when I'm talking on my own, which means I've got a second channel, say the right channel, that will be recorded under the volume of the left channel. So then I can pick which channel works the best if it got really loud or if I need to use the louder track. All that kind of stuff's great. But it also allows me to record internally. So say for example, the battery ran out on the receiver, I've still got an audio recording built into this. And this thing is super invaluable. Having this kind of redundancy and backup for me is super important. And yeah, I never leave home without these now. Audio has been one of those things that has glitched out on me too many times. I did a similar trip to this in Florida back in 2022, and I had issues with the audio and there's no way to recover that. I was just having to sort of tweak it in post-production. This makes it so much easier and the reception is flawless. It hasn't glitched on me once, fingers crossed. So yeah, so far so good. Now in regards to editing, I'm using my MacBook Air M1. That's right, it's an old school one. I brought a few hard drives with me, one solid state drive and one mechanical drive for all the backups. And I always like to make sure I've got at least 2 copies of everything, including the originals on the SD card, just in case something goes wrong. So yeah, it's a little tip there if you're thinking about traveling and you want to not lose any data. I can't recommend that enough. And just on a personal note here, man, I tell you what, Texas has been a lot of fun. While the traffic is insane and it was a bit daunting driving on the wrong side of the car and the wrong side of the road, it's been a whole lot of fun. And we finally made it to the world famous Buc-ee's. That's right, the famous gas station, at least here in Texas anyway. I didn't get a chance to go last time. I was in Austin and yeah, it was cool. We actually went to 2 in the same day and got a couple of t-shirts. So you may see those pop up on the channel. But I tell you what, man, Texas, the vibe here is great. Everyone's chilled except for on the roads. The freeways are crazy. There's too many lanes and too many cars, but everywhere outside of the cities, man, I'm loving it. They're some of the best suburbs I've seen anywhere here in Texas. It really is very impressive and very diverse too. There's, you know, you can go one way and it's completely different to the next. But, you know, a park like this looked like the perfect location to shoot while we're on our way to Galveston. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, anything like that, let us know. I do reply in the comment section and I will catch you on the next one. Look at this, man. What a day. Whew.